Saul saw David riding with the Philistine, he secretly said to Abner, commander of his army, Abner, whose son is this youth? And Abner said, as your soul is, O king, I do not know. And the king said, inquire whose son this boy is. As soon as David returned from striking down the Philistine, Abner took him and brought him before Saul with as a Philistine in his hand. And Saul said to him, whose son are you, young man? David answered, I am the son of your servant Jesse, the Bethlehemite.
Thank you. All right. So David goes out there pretty much unarmed except with a slingshot. And at that time, the slingshot at that time was different than what we think of. They describe it as like two sticks. A lot of times you see them, they kind of spin it and then release it from the rubber thing. They actually were trying to probably came out of the slingshot at 60 miles an hour. So you think it's not just David going plucking it, hits him,
You ruined my childhood.
I'm sorry. And shepherds at this time could hit a target, the slingshot could hit a target as far as 50 yards away. That way being you're not running up to the bear. So it's not just him putting a rock in and going, hey, he's spinning, glide for 60 miles an hour, but goes in the forehead. So.
Well, the other thing that I learned teaching one of my children's lessons is we did a huge thing on shepherding and what the shepherds did. And I was amazed at their responsibility. So like the sheep are dumb and moving in all the wrong directions, and they relied on the slingshots to get the sheep to go in the right direction. So these guys are using their slingshots constantly. I thought, I can't imagine the skill that they had in using them.
And they're viewed as the lowest occupation.
But they'll kill you in a split second.
What do you think about if it's women out there? So you got women with a slingshot that, probably couldn't go as far. Just kidding.
No, the centrifugal force is even on all sides.
So we look at David goes out, and here he's facing just an formidable opponent. 9 feet tall, fully armored. He's got the Jallions thing, and looks at David. Goes back showing a lot of his faith. He's like, you swing this at me, but I come in the name of the Lord, the name of God.
Whom you defied.
Whom you defied.
I mean, he is not mincing words. He's like, this is about God, and you're speaking against God's people.
So looking at that, David, you can look back at David and Saul. How did Saul, Saul did facing Goliath. He really didn't. He was there. He spent 40 days, and he kind of was hiding. And then here comes David. He's the kid. I can do it. I'll go and do it. Fully putting faith in God. Saul covers him in armor, and he's like, I can't move in this. I'm gonna go out and do it. So kind of looking back, just kind of a personal reflection. I don't know what to add. Do a lot of believers, we kind of fall in. Sometimes we may act like Saul when we face our Goliaths, or really we should be acting more like David. If we come and we have God with us, the Holy Spirit. None of us have ever faced a 9-foot man with a javelin, with a slingshot. But sometimes it can feel. Just waiting for a lane. Lane usually feels.
I can't. I'm trying to give other people time to speak.
We tried that last week. The worst comment was, "We know Lane." Even Steve didn't speak as much, and I thought, "Oh, well, Steve was here. He'll speak."
Yeah. I know. I just think it's really, really awesome because it just proves it's just the David and Goliath story. He trusted God with his whole heart. There was something about King David. He wasn't perfect by any means, but during his earlier years, he was just a zealot, as the pastor was talking about. His actions followed his belief systems. I think a lot of us, when pastor was talking about this morning, I thought, ooh, I'm guilty. I have a lot of beliefs, but I'm not sure how much of a zealot I am for any of those beliefs. But David was a zealot. He believed it. He acted on it, which might be where I might be more like Saul, and I'd like to think.
Yeah, we're probably all like Saul.
Yeah.
And David referred to as a man after God's own heart. But what do you think that you can be your opinion of what does that phrase mean?
include that would be, someone that is broken over their sin, because we know that we have sinned against God, and we know, like when we see His holiness, we're reminded of how much we really have failed to live up to that standard.
I love the fact that David was zealous for God. He really did not take credit. That's why I take offense at the thought of him being prideful. I struggle, wanting to take credit for things, but David really does over and over and over again lay all credit on God. And that's something he continuously does that. Well, you see it in the New Testament, obviously. We didn't see that with Saul.
And the one bad thing